think as a leader, you need to be conscious of the risks of what you're doing. I think if you're worried about failure, we're talking personally, if you're worried about failure, then actually it should be setting alarm bells off that you're trying to do the wrong thing. One of the things that I found has really helped me develop my leadership skills has been observing and working with other people who've been really good leaders. And I suppose a common theme that I've taken on board is that some of the best leaders that I've seen are very down-to-earth people. They have a strategic vision. They're relatively single-minded in what they want to achieve. But they have a degree of the common touch. They're just as at ease in the boardroom talking with customers as they are talking with their own senior managers. And they're very able to touch the coalface of the business and to not only show interest and concern and empathy for the issues down there, but to get feedback and lessons from it and then to do something about it. And I think of all the leaders that I've seen, those are some of the key lessons that have helped shape me. One of the leadership experiences that I received many years ago was during a Salesforce planning process. One year we had a new leader in the business running the region, and he decided he wanted to do things differently. We were beginning to explore the notions of empowerment and organisational self-managed work groups and how you can really leverage the power of the people at the coalface in the business. And I was down there in the team, and he comes into the room one day, we're all expecting to have our targets deployed, instead of which he walked into the room and he said, "Okay, team, this is your target. Now, this aspect and this particular account need to be this way. And this sum of budget I need to be delivered through this area. The rest of it, 80% of it, it's up to you. I want to give you a couple of hours, just work your way through it and decide how you want to allocate the targets, how you want to allocate the territories, and then I'll come back in and we'll see how far you've gone." And he left the room and all of us were, wow, this is unusual. How's this going to work? How are we going to agree amongst a team full of salespeople and sales managers who's taking what? But actually, very quickly, it worked its way through, and he came back in and there were a couple of disputes to resolve, which he handled, and it was done very quickly, very easily. And that was a real lesson for me in the power of empowerment. If you trust a group of people, if you believe in the knowledge and experience they've got, give them some boundaries, and you're probably going to get 80-90% of a good result very quickly. So that's stayed with me for many years. I think as a leader, the thing that probably takes most of my time and most of my thinking, if you like to say it, what keeps you awake at night, it's wondering about, have we got the right business model and the right structure and the right understanding for the future? Most of my time is spent thinking about how should we be in 3 to 5 years? What maybe do we need to adapt now in order to be ready for that? And that's not just about what we're selling, what we're servicing, the type of delivery we're doing. It's more about organisationally, is our culture and is our view of where our customers are going aware enough and agile enough that it can change accordingly.